in this game, and he understands that, and that's our focus moving forward.
Thank you. All right, next we'll go to Jeff.
Kevin, looking at it from the outside, it seems there's a lot wrong with the offense. So if that is the case, how do you fix that in such a short time you have here?
Well, I think we're 2 games in to this season. We are definitely going to be playing better as a team as this season goes on, and certainly the goal is to always get better as the calendar turns. So that's what we'll focus on. Obviously, there's things that we know we need to do better. Not scoring enough points in the first 2 games, and that's a combination of things. It's run game, it's pass game, it's what we're asking the guys to do. So we'll make sure that we put a plan together to let these guys have success versus Green Bay.
Now I know it takes all 11 guys, but how would you assess the way the offensive line has played these first 2 games?
Yeah, hard to evaluate the whole offensive line in the last 2 games, Jeff. I just tell you, yesterday there were some good moments, and then there were definitely things that we can clean up.
Thank you.
All right, next we're going to Cam.
Kevin, defensively, you guys lead the league in yards allowed, and there's been strong efforts in the first 2 games. Obviously, the as the game went on yesterday, not what they wanted to do, but for your defense, how important is it to clean things up offensively, clean things up on special teams, to allow them to continue their success and not maybe pile things on for them?
Well, I think it goes back to what we were talking about earlier, Cam, in the form of playing complementary ball. And if, making an offense drive the football versus our defense, as opposed to giving them good field position, whether via a special teams play or a turnover, those type of things. So that's where we need to, as a team, understand how important it is to complement each other.
When you're looking for that complementary football, Miles was on the side, huddled up with some guys, being that leader on that side of the ball. Do you need that? Do you lean on that heavily to ensure that, they have that patience as you guys work to get that complementary football going?
Yeah, listen, it's a team game. It's the best team game there is, and we understand that it's never about one person. It's never about one side of the ball. We'll continue to play this that way.
Thanks.
All right, next we go to Tony.
All right, Kevin, a question about 2 rookies. The first one is Judkins. Do you feel comfortable now giving him a regular full load as the feature back starting with this game?
Yeah, I thought he did a nice job with what we asked him to do yesterday, Tony. Obviously, get him in here, get a lift, get treatment, see how his body's feeling. But I think he certainly is capable of doing more, and we'll treat it just like we did last week, and in that we'll see how he comes through the week and make those type of decisions as the week goes on.
The other question is about Gabriel. Are you open to using him in a game just to see how it affects the offense with his quick release and quick processing?
Say it one more time.
Not necessarily as a starter immediately, but are you open to getting Gabriel some snaps in a game?
Yeah, that's really not our focus. Yesterday, you understand that how the game was and where we were in the game, but that's really not our focus.
Okay.
Next we go to Ashley.
Hey, Kevin, just after reviewing the blocked punt, what went wrong on that play? And just, how much of a turning point was that you guys can't afford?
Yeah, obviously, we can't allow that to happen. Not going to get in the specifics of the play, but we just need to be better in protection. That's a big part of this game. Going back to playing complementary football you talk about field position, and we need to do our job really in all areas, but we should never allow that.
And then just in respect to the return game with DeAndre and in the protocol now, I guess, how did you think Isaiah did? He looked maybe a little uncomfortable back there at times, but how much have you guys worked with him on that? I know he hasn't been here long, obviously.
Sure. He's gotten, as a backup returner, you get a lot of reps in practice to get ready. Obviously, we lost some yardage there on some balls that we'd like to field. If there were some balls that would have been very difficult to get to, and then had some good bounces for them. So again, those are hidden yardage plays that we need to get the ball back with the maximum amount of yards helped towards our offense.
All right, we'll go back to Mary Kay.
Yeah, Kevin, obviously you couldn't control having Denzel out of this game, but in terms of Cam and Miles, is there anything that you can do to maybe not always have them in such one-on-one situations if they're overmatched in those type of things? Or is it too late in the middle of a game to try to adjust to something like that?
Well, I give, Coach Schwartz and the defensive staff do a great job of making adjustments throughout the game. And those adjustments come, Mary Kay, whether it's via scheme, sometimes via personnel, based on what you're seeing from the other team. So we'll always look to make those type of adjustments as necessary, but we also trust our guys to play our scheme.
Thanks.
All right, and last one from Tony.
Kevin, given Miles Garrett's frustration last year, which led to him asking for a trade, and given his frustration after yesterday's game, how concerned are you about keeping Miles and other veterans on board with the program as this losing streak, which is now 8, continues?
Yeah, I'm not really focused on last season, Tony. We obviously have come up short in these first 2 ball games, and we'll just keep our head down and get back to work. That's really what we'll do.
Okay. All right.
All right, thanks, Coach. That wraps us up.
Thank you.
All right, guys, if you want to stay on for the players that'll be here shortly. All right, guys, Harold will be here in a second if you guys want to get ready with questions.
Shit.
All right, guys, we have Harold here. If you have a question, raise your hand and we'll call on you. First question will go to Mary Kay.
So,
Hi, Harold. Just wondering, with Kevin Stefanski telling us after the game yesterday that he's sticking with Joe Flacco, just wondering, what are your thoughts on that, and why do you feel like that'll be good for you guys to have that continuity moving forward and try to build on what you've done so far?
I mean, first off, the quarterback, that's not my decision. But I mean, obviously through camp, Joe, he's done a good job, and I believe in him. The coach believe in him, so we're gonna keep believing in him.
And what makes you confident that you guys as an offense are going to become more cohesive and be able to score more points and kind of ratchet it up some?
Probably just things we put on tape. We see, some good things, some bad things, and obviously just, you know, uh turn those good things into great things. And we see the opportunities we have, and I feel like, it's gonna definitely start clicking more often.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, next go to Ashley.
Hey, Harold, I guess just broadly, like, how do you feel 2 games into your NFL career now, and how do you feel like you're acclimating?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I feel good. I trust the coaches the way they use me out there, with the opportunities I get. And, I feel like everything's going smooth, for me just personally, but, that's really it.
And what about that play yesterday that, they had to review it and you did get the completion on it? Like, did you always think it was going to go your way before the review came down? Just talk me through that a little bit.
Oh yeah. I didn't know what they was looking at. I mean, I knew I caught it. I was thinking maybe they was checking if it was a fumble or something. But yeah, I mean, I already knew I caught it, so it was really nothing.
All right, next go to Jeff.
Harold, you said things are going to start clicking. What evidence do you have that that's going to happen?
Uh, I mean, we watch the tape. It's just one little thing we need to fix, and we're just gonna go back to practice, just keep working hard to make it happen on Sundays.
Really just one little thing? It's really that close? Because from the outside, it does not look that way.
Yeah, from the outside looking in, it could be like that. It could be hard to see.
Thank you.
All right, next go to Scott.
Hey, Harold, your 12 catches through 2 games is the most for a Browns player in his first 2 games. I think it's second all time for a tight end in the NFL. What do you think when you hear those kind of stats?
I think I'm just blessed, just grateful. I mean, I don't really think about my stats or anything like that. My main focus is just try to go out there, be the best player and teammate I can.
And then, you got another challenge this week with the Packers and Micah Parsons. What do you think about them? I mean, they're 2-0. Everybody's talking about them as a Super Bowl contender.
We got our work ahead of us. Just try to keep that same mentality we had at the beginning of the year. Just keep practicing hard and keep playing hard.
Thanks.
All right, next go to Cam.
Harold, I know obviously as an offense, one of the most important things is just moving the chains, getting plays where you can get them. But as you guys are trying to ramp things up, clean things up, and be more cohesive as an offense, how important do you think those more explosive plays can be, those deep shots, things that we haven't really seen a lot of in these first two games?
Yeah, them is like big momentum switch. I feel like, you know, I don't know, maybe we do need to take more of those type of shots or, get more explosive plays. Uh, I feel though that, like I said before, like we're this close and Joe's gonna do a good job of you know, whatever it may be, taking those shots and things like that. But I mean, it's gonna come. It's gonna come. Just trusting the process is definitely gonna come.
And kind of on the flip of that, in the run game, I know that's another thing you guys are trying to get going. Quinshawn back in the mix, maybe getting some more touches as the weeks go on. But for you as a tight end, being involved in the blocking aspect of the run game, where's your mindset of trying to get that operating as well?
I mean, my mindset is just, be a team player, do whatever it takes, and that's same with the guys. When they out there, they just do whatever it takes to win and just being team players.
Thank you.
All right, next we go to Tony.
Hey, Harold, Tillman's touchdown on the deflection, was that pass intended for you?
I don't think so at all. I feel like if it was for me, he would have threw it up higher.
Okay. And it seemed like you guys were close to each other. Were you on the same communication there, or was something off on that play?
Uh, I feel like maybe I took a little bit too long on my route, but Tillman, he was in the right place.
Okay. All right. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go back to Mary Kay.
Yeah, just wondering, what did you think about that catch? And how cool was it that he kind of got what happened, the previous week a couple times for the other team. So wondering what you thought about it. And then after that, if you don't mind, just talking about Quinshawn and what you think he can provide to you guys as an offense.
Yeah. When it happened, I couldn't believe it. I didn't know what was going on. I was excited just to see him, holding the ball and he was in the end zone. And Quinshawn, he's going to be a great player for us. As you can see, just by the opportunities he's got, he's doing really well. I'm happy he's back in the building.
Mhm. Thank you.
All right, that wraps us up. Thanks, Harold.
Yeah, appreciate y'all.
Mhm.
But you guys know when Devin's on the way. All right, guys, Devin will be here in a minute if you want to get ready with questions. All right, guys, we have Devin here if you want to raise your hands with questions. All right, first question will go to Scott.
Hey, Devin, it feels like you've made a bunch of plays in 2 games. Is this the best start you've ever gotten off to?
Yeah, you could say so. I think this year just coming back, trying to come to a faster start, play good ball early and adjust as the season goes.
What do you think's been the key to you starting so fast?
Just staying in the playbook, studying, and just believing what I see.
Thanks.
All right, next question go to Mary Kay.
Oh, hi, Devin. I was just wondering on that one play that you made a play on the ball, but you almost had the interception.
Mhm.
Um, how much were you wishing that you could have gotten your hands on that ball and made that pick?
Yeah, 100%. I wish I would have got a good grip of it and brought it down and gave our offense the ball back, and maybe would have shift that momentum during that game at that time.
And do you feel like those are the kinds of plays that that you guys are really going to start needing to make? I mean, like Scott said, you have had a fast start, but now it's time, right, for you guys to take it up to the next level and get the
Yeah,
ball back.
for sure. All the teams that win on Sunday make those plays and give their team the best chance to win.
Thank you.
All right, next go to Cam.
Hey, Devin. Last season, you guys, there were moments where the defense struggled in run defense and allowing teams to kind of rush for more than you guys would have wanted. This through the first 2 games this season, you guys have been very good at stopping the run. So what has that key been? Maybe the messaging been in these first 2 weeks to be so good so early at stopping the run?
Yeah, stopping the run is a collective thing. It's all 11. It takes all 11. It's not just the front seven or the linebackers or the safeties. It takes all of us to go out there and be in the right positions and know which runs are coming out of which sets and plan together and stop the run together.
And then for you as a defense, we hear all the time offense takes a little longer to gel in any season with any team. As you guys have gotten off to this hot start defensively, how much is patience important? And then how much are you guys banding together and kind of coordinating to get that as you wait for complementary football as Kevin Stefanski is looking for?
Yeah, we gotta control what we can and like before, maybe catching that pick helps change momentum and just giving ourselves the best chance to put ourselves in situations to win.
Thanks.
All right, we'll go back to Mary Kay.
Yeah, Devin, just wondering, I know you guys have the next man up mentality, and I understand that. But when you lose one of your two amazing best players on defense in Denzel Ward for most of the game, and you're going against Lamar and DeAndre and Zay and all those guys, how tough is it to just have to adjust like that on the fly and not have Denzel in that game?
Yeah, obviously, a player like Denzel, obviously is going to be a big notice, when he's not in the game. But like you said, this is the NFL, and it's always been the next man up, and all of us could play, all of us compete. So, there's no shying away from if Zell's in or out. We still got to play our keys and play hard and play together.
Thank you.
All right, next go to Ashley.
Hey Devin, just what's it been like playing alongside Carson and having him as a rookie, be that main green sticker guy for you guys?
Yeah, it's been good. He's been doing a really good job. Ever since he's stepped into that role, he's only continuing to grow, and he's very smart. He knows what he's looking at. He knows X's and O's. So it's a guy you can talk football with, real football junkie. So it's been good having him call the defense and just setting the pace for us.
All right, next go to Scott.
Hey, Devin, Kevin mentioned, the offense or the defense being put in some tough spots by the special teams and offense. So how difficult is that when you're backed up, when you go down to the field? And then did you feel you were so close to getting those back-to-back stops in the third quarter and what that, how that might have changed the game?
Yeah, of course, it's hard trying to stop an offense like that with such short of a field. But are we capable of making those stops? Yes. Do we need to make those stops? Yes. I mean, that's the only way we're gonna get W's.
And then what does Bubba say after a play like that block punt?
We know why I got blocked. It's just all on us, to play better and be better and just execute better.
Thanks.
All right, that looks like Mary Kay. Do you have another one?
No, I'm good, thanks.
All right, thanks. Looks like that wraps us up. Thanks, Devin.
All
Appreciate
right,
it.
thank you. I appreciate it.